a nice position. Now remember, the other way that you can do this is by having the person put their opposite hand up underneath their forehead to also get that straight spine. The one bad thing about that, particularly when we're measuring shoulder motion, is you're causing that scapula to be outwardly rotated. Okay, so the toilet seat is certainly a better option when you're measuring shoulder motions. I'm going to show you where you should do it, knowing that after this semester you will probably never measure it this way again, because it's the only motion that we do in prone. And so typically what people do is they just cheat and measure extension in supine and just let the arm fall off the table and measure it. That's very, very different because of the way gravity is acting. So to measure active range of motion, it really should be measured in prone. Okay? So do you remember the landmarks for flexion? The landmarks for the goniometer? So what are we bisecting with the stationary arm?
I'm sorry.
Torso?
The torso. And then what are we bisecting with the moving arm?
Humerus.
Humerus. Now, we are going to do the same thing as far as passive range of motion, feeling the end feel, taking the measurement of passive range of motion, which is tricky, tricky, tricky for extension. I will need a chair for this one. Over there, I was measuring, and I went down, and in my head, there was going to be a rolly stool there, and I got far enough down, and went, oh, there's a chair under there. Was it you who said, yeah, you moved my arm?
Yeah.
That was my purpose. So what we're gonna, there aren't really any compensations here because the person is pretty well stabilized. So I'm going to again hold his arm. I'm cradling it close to my body, next to my baby. So he's not yet. No. So he's nice and relaxed. I'm going to bring his arm up. Now, we don't want his elbow to be extended. Okay. You're going to find out a little bit later that shoulder extension with elbow extension is going to be a muscle length test, and we are not testing muscle length with goniometry. So you're going to want to have, go ahead, there you go. You don't want to have him bent like this, okay, but you do want it just to be relaxed. So I'm going to bring it up. I'm feeling end feel. Are you doing okay? Mm-hmm. That wasn't very convincing. Okay, we're getting worse and worse here. So now I've switched over to coming under, up and under. Makes no sense at all. So I'm sliding the goniometer into that arm. Oops, now I'm not bisecting the humerus at all. There we go. Okay, normal range is 0 to 60, and Afani has 0 to 54. Which I find hard to believe because he's got a lot of extension. Are you doing okay?
Yes. Much better.
Yeah. Well, wait, I'm going to crank on you now. Yeah, I'm still getting 54. Okay. All right. Okay. So the tricky one about that is that you're going to have the arm away from your body, and I don't have particularly fantastic upper body strength, and so that's hard for me to hold his arm in that position. Now, when I'm testing end feel, I would never do it down here. I would do it like I showed you before, with the elbow bent, and I'm here, testing the end feel. Okay? But you can't be up here then to measure. So again, this is the only one that you do in prone, and you need to practice it in prone because we'll test you doing it this way. And then we'll be all done with goniometry of the shoulder. Is that awesome? One more section done. Okay, thank you so much.
Easy.